You obviously clicked on this video because you want to learn how to create an LLC. Well, guess what? I'm going to show you step by step how to create an LLC in your 20s. So if you're 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, this video is not for you. Go ahead and just click away right now. I'm kidding. This video is for everyone. And by the way, if this is our first time meeting, I'm Axel Damien. I am a senior analyst for a certified public accounting firm where I provide my financial expertise to the US government. But let's go ahead. Enough about me. Let's hop right into it. An LLC is a limited liability company, right? It's to limit your personal liability for business debts. So essentially, when you establish an LLC and let's say somewhere down the line, someone wants to sue your business, they're only going to be able to come after the assets of your business. They won't be able to come after any of your personal assets. So what are you going to need in order to create an LLC? Well, you're going to have to choose a name, okay? And you're going to need to file an articles of organization with the state. So obviously there's 50 states, right? So the process is going to be slightly different just because the website you may go to file an LLC is going to be slightly different, but still pretty much all going to follow the same general steps. Now, you're also going to need a registered agent, or in other words, a statutory agent. This is going to be someone that is going to receive all official documents pertaining to your business. Now, if you're a one-man business, like in my case, I created an LLC for my government contracting business. I'm the only person associated with the business right now, so I designated myself as the statutory agent, or in other words, the registered agent. Lastly, you're gonna want an operating agreement. Again, this operating agreement, I put it as optional because if you're a one-man person, you know, this operating agreement is to define how your business is gonna be run. And if it's just you, well, you create all the rules. But if you had multiple people, you definitely wanna make things clear and spell it out in this operating agreement so that way there's no future problems down the line. When we go ahead and begin creating this LLC, you're gonna come to a website like this. This is the website for Ohio, for my particular state that I'm at. It's gonna be slightly different depending where you're at. So you're gonna go to something like this, right? You're gonna scroll down to where you see something that says domestic limited liability company filing forms, okay? What you're gonna be filing is a file and articles of organization for a domestic limited liability company online at Ohio Business, but in your case, whatever state you're at. Again, if you look right here, there is a $99 processing fee. That's $100. Now I've seen in other states, I looked at Illinois in particular, it was $400 to file an LLC. So get prepared to drop some serious cash, but it's an investment that you're making into your business. In other words, into yourself. So it's well worth the money. After you do that, there's gonna be another section on the website you have to go to where you essentially have to choose, again, the type of form that you're gonna be filing. Of course, we're filing forms, an article of organization for the LLC, and you're gonna choose the processing time as regular processing so that there's no additional fee. You can choose to expedite it for an extra $100 or even faster for $200, all the way up to $300. I don't know why you would wanna go ahead and throw away that free money. I highly don't recommend doing that unless you have specific particular circumstances where you need an LLC created ASAP. But anyways, of course, we're gonna select the regular processing fee, and then we're gonna search for our name to see if it's already in existence. Most sites already have this built into where you file an LLC. It's super helpful. You just type in the name here, and if you hit search and nothing comes up, then obviously you know no one has used that name to register an LLC for. If something comes up, well, you gotta choose something else as the name. And then you go ahead and just hit that begin filing button to move on to the next step. Where it says name of company, you're gonna enter that name that you already checked that there's no one else using that name. And then the rest of the stuff is not anything that's required. Now the effective date, okay, if you don't put anything there, the effective date is just gonna default to the day that this article of organization was filed with your state. So again, it's not required. You can put it if you want to, it's up to you. The next step would be that statutory agent. Again, you're gonna designate who is that for your company. Then you're gonna go on to the attachments portion. Now, for the majority of you, you're not gonna have any attachments. That's for particular situations, which more than likely won't apply to you. I'm not gonna go into a list of what those situations will be. I'll go ahead and just drop it down in the description below. Next, you're gonna authorize this. You're basically gonna put more information in terms of the address of the business, who's the member of the business, who are the different members. And then you're gonna review it, make sure everything's good to go, make sure everything's squared away. And you're gonna go ahead and just submit that. Now, once you submit the LLC, you're eventually gonna get this document. Actually, as soon as you hit submit, this document's gonna be printed out to you in PDF form. You're gonna wanna save that and put that in your records, right? It's the Articles of Organization form, and it's gonna contain information such as the name of your LLC. So just because you have this document though, doesn't mean you're good to go. It doesn't mean you're ready to start conducting business, you know, making that money back that you spent towards the LLC. No, you still have to wait. Eventually, after a couple days, whenever your state finishes processing your LLC, you're gonna receive this form. Obviously, it's gonna be a little bit different depending on your state, but it says, it is hereby certified that the Secretary of State of Ohio has custody of the business records for Axel Damon Consulting LLC. So you're gonna get something like this. As soon as you get the certificate, this receipt, you're good to go. You're all squared away. Your LLC has now been freshly established, newly created, and you can go ahead and conduct whatever business you wanna go ahead and do. If this was helpful, like the video, subscribe. I'm gonna be posting more content all related to finance. So please stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.